morning to all traders and welcome to another Markets and Waves video. Today is May 20th and we're going to have a quick look on index dollar, euro dollar, pound dollar, oil as well as gold once again. So in today's session, as always, we're going to start with the DXY. Yesterday we were talking about these perhaps giving us a signal to the upside. To be fair, we've extended like higher than I expected, to be fair, because I expected 61.8 and 38.2, right? That would also make sense in terms of the role of equality here for equality, call it. The fact that, in the rule of alternation waves, the corrections should equal 100%. So with that being coming up to the 50, I'm not happy with this count, plus the fact that there is a very short hiccup here with penetration of wave 4 into wave 1. So for that reason, we need to recount this. And I think, looking at it as it stands, that is probably wave 1. Yeah, and we're going to get wave 2. And then since we've got that, then we're going to do a normal impulse to downside 161 extension perhaps. That is quite a bit of further downside now. Obviously because we'd be expecting 3, then 4 and 5, and wave 3 of course will go for 1, and assume that we ended 2, wave 3 would be at least the 89, okay, at least. So you can see that how it changes things a little bit. More bearish to the downside. The other thing that we need to take into account, of course, is that it could be a case where, but the thing is that this is wave 3, so it cannot be an ending diagonal, it couldn't be anything else. So it could, however, be a case where, and look at this, this is, hold on, 30.2. This is perhaps move that this is ABC. This is ABC, and we're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for running flat. Okay, so wave 2 in that case would be here. This is the only alternative I can see for the current moment, guys. Otherwise, it would just be too bearish. I mean, the scenario we just looked before, where this is just wave 1. That would be too bearish for the index. I'm not sure I want to be that bearish, or I am that bearish. The current structure though shows me that, and this is what I'll show you. On euro dollar, yesterday we talked about that moving a little bit higher. It didn't go as high as expected, and we talked about a correction. Both came through. What else happened though is that we've penetrated that top over here. And we did say that in case that happens, then things might change. So looked at the count over here. That's the 1 and 2. Yeah, the 3, the 4, and the 5. And 1, 2, 3. And we are actually safely still moving impulsively to the upside. It could be a case where we're going to get another leg down. That might be the A, then we'll get the B, and then we'll get the C, and then we'll move up. Or it could be a case where this is ABC and that ended, and that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to move higher, which means wave 2 is over here, right? In case we do move lower, I don't want to see the 120, 151 break. If that happens, then again, revisit and start making projections for a different count. If we look at the longer term Fibonacci's, guys, we are aiming at 123, 36, and a very nice cluster. This is the 124, 42, let's say, that is from wave current wave 1, and also the green wave that comes up to the, hold on, no, that will be the minor one, sorry, 1 and 2. Yeah, it brings us to the 100% is 124, 41, which can be where minor wave 3 ends. So in case we move higher, we'll go something like that, then I would be surprised. But taking into account that this is just wave 1 and 2, most likely we're going to see the 3 over here, the 4 and the 5, and then we're going to see green 3 and green 4, green 5, which means minor 3 might take us up to 125.56, which is a little bit more making sense as well, since we would expect wave 3 to be extended. Now, pound, I told you I want another leg up and then a continuation to the downside. We got the other leg up. Now it looks like we're going to get it one leg down for 5, then correction, then we're going to get a 5 wave move to the downside pretty much, and we're still in the first leg of the first wave. I'm expecting the last leg of the first wave, sorry. And from there we should be looking for prices to start moving lower, taking out of course these levels as they are indicated over here. Once we get the 5th wave, we'll be able to also do our Fibonacci. For now, there's not much we can see. We have 1, 2, and 3 in, so that's the 78, perhaps 141.30, 141.40 would make a good move to the downside, because wave 2 comes to the 78.6, which means that the 4th one needs to come in around the 23.6. Okay, that's for the pound. Again, this is a B, and I'm expecting wave C's for a new low, right? The other scenario would be something that we talked about last time as well, that yeah, the correction ended down here, and this is some sort of, well, it had a thing here. It was a hiccup, so I would probably say that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, like a leading diagonal. Yeah, in case of course we finished down here, that is going to be shown by the data on the chart fairly soon, I believe. Okay, maybe not fairly soon, okay, to be honest, because the wave to leading diagonal could take us down to 138 and still then continue up. But up to down to there, I think, you know, we need to really take into consideration now the break of this level. Then, you know, we've just pretty much flirting with this one, 141. A move to the downside would probably then validate the move down to 140 break, 139.50, and etc. as we go down. Oil. Don't say I didn't tell you, and I've been insisting for a while. It looks like to me that's the reversal coming in. The 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5 is not possible, because that would invalidate what we expect. And I expect a move down to the previous, below the previous low of 57 or close. Okay, so that means that this wave can only be an internal move for wave 3. Okay, with that of course being wave 2. If that's not the case, yeah, it means that most likely that's wave 1, and we expect 2, and then we're going to get 3, 4, and 5. But to be more fair, I would be more keen to see that happening, 1 here and then 2, 3, 4, and 5, because that looks like a 3 structure, or an ABC, if you may. So if that's an ABC, obviously then we're looking for another move to the upside, right? Don't forget that this is also probable. But as long as we remain below that channel, we are bearish. So you can take that downside move with a different view if you want, of course, more than, you know, it's very early not to have alternative views at this moment. But what I'll be looking currently is that leg, okay? And we've done the 50 over here, nearly 50. And we could go up to the 61.8, I would assume. That looks corrective as well. Does not look an impulse. So it's a good chance to start considering perhaps, you know, what sort of price patterns are going to validate the move to the downside. And to me, as I said, apart from this that looks a bit corrective over here, then look at the next move to the upside around the 64 over here. Okay, we want 1 and 4 not to overlap, or we want even if it is as I expect, that's the one, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5. Even if that's the case, this would still show us that the market is more bearish than one can expect. Now for gold, guys, we'll call another move to the upside. The 1885 we said is a cluster is gonna work well, and it did work well. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 with that new wave coming in now. The 100% of 1 and 2 for wave 3 is done as well, respected. We could of course see that extend, but for now we're good with 3 finishing here, and I'm expecting wave 4 to come in. Some would say it's 4 here and then we're going to move higher. I don't think so. And I don't think so. Why? I don't think so because that WX and Y is a bit more, lasted a bit. It's is it deep? No, it's not as deep, but it took a while. So I would assume that might turn into an ABC, like a flat or something, or continue lower in a C fashion as we are to get wave 4, and from there continue all the way up, since we also got these 2 validated signals on the MACD and the RSI now. Now we are, however, looking impulsive here, okay? And we did overlap wave 1, if you consider it as 1, because I look at it as, that can be like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, or some sort of leading diagonal. It can be A, B, and a C, which is what I'm looking actually, to be fair. Or it could be a case where this is A, B, and we're going to get the C again, okay? The penetration here means that we need to either see a move to the upside with a break of the previous high, or, somewhere here we stop and then we move lower for an ABC most likely. Okay, guys, so this is all for today. I hope you enjoyed the session. If you have any questions, leave your comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching and enjoy the trading session.